Hey, it's Jeff Chan from MMA Shredded, and today we're going to be working on some jiu-jitsu techniques for MMA. So I hope you have a training partner and you're ready to train. Now, if you're a pure grappler or you're looking to eventually transition into MMA and you enjoyed this class, I highly recommend you check out my new monthly membership program. You're going to be getting classes every week and there'll be different plans to meet your needs. Welcome back to another class. Today we're going to review our options with the MMA Lockdown, and then we're going to work on what to do when our opponent tries to escape the MMA Lockdown by turning their arm clockwise. So let's go ahead and get warmed up with our bridges to shrimps, followed by our hip ups.
The timer is on for 1 minute. Let's work our bridges to shrimps, and then when you hear the beep, let's work our hip ups to triangle.
Alright, time. So let's go ahead and review our MMA Lockdown and into our butterfly sweep or Omoplata. From here, I'm going to scoop my opponent's arms, get that overhook.
Now, in an MMA scenario, you can get the overhook as shown in the box.
Shrimp, clamp that knee down. From here, we're going to sneak a butterfly hook in, slide our right leg down to the knee, trap that arm and try to comb our hair, and scissor our legs, getting that sweep. We also have the option from that same position to kick our leg over the head and underneath the chin. From here, we want to pull that right leg out, and then we want to sit up as we hug the hip. Because if we don't hug the hip, our opponent's going to just do a front roll like escape. So we want to catch him before he rolls. And now, because he's still postured, if my opponent's really strong, he can actually just posture up and lift me up, and I'm going to lose it. So before he does that, I'm going to try to scoot and get him on his right hip. Now he's pretty much finished. I want to keep this arm wrapped around my thigh, sit up, and we get the tap. So for the next 5 minutes, let's review whichever you want. Either the butterfly sweep or the Omoplata from the MMA Lockdown.
The timer is on for 5 minutes. Let's review our butterfly sweep and omoplata from the MMA Lockdown. And time. Now from the MMA Lockdown, let's look for the triangle.
Scoop the arms, get that over. From here, you're gonna shrimp, and from here, the top leg is gonna be clamping down, and we don't have to threaten the butterfly sweep before we go for the triangle. Straight from here, we can actually step on the hip, as I'm doing here, drive that shin into the bicep, controlling the tricep, so shin on bicep. From here, if again, my opponent just keeps his arm straight, I'm gonna elongate my body, and just windshield my leg over the shoulder. On the other hand, my opponent's gonna probably try to keep my thigh from kicking over the leg. So from here, I'm gonna use that magic grip right on the wrist, punch up and into the chest. Kick that leg over, lock my legs, hip up and pass the arm across the chest. Control the posture, grab my own chin, step on the hip, turn, look in the air, close the triangle, and squeeze to get the tap. One more time. Now we're gonna do something different here. I'm gonna go for the overhook again. Attempt the triangle, so he goes and grabs my leg. I'm gonna pull the wrist, push it to the chest, close the triangle. Now, watch as I try to hip up and try to bring the arm across the chest. He's gonna hide his arm behind my butt. So let's turn to this side. Oh, all right, that's all good. So from here, I have one arm in, one arm out. To finish the triangle, I need the arm across his chest, choking his own throat. But if my opponent knows how to defend, he's gonna actually tuck it right underneath my butt. So from here, look, I'm gonna bridge up and I'm unable to bring it across. He can actually hide it underneath his thigh too, actually. So from here, it's really impossible for me to bring it across. So the triangle is not gonna work. Go back. So instead, I'm gonna push the head, kick the leg over, close the triangle here, and what position am I in? I'm gonna sit up, hug the hip, scoot the butt back, and I got the Omoplata. One more time. I'm gonna get the MMA Lockdown. Shrimp. Get the triangle. From here, my opponent is gonna immediately hide his arm. So from here, I can't bring it across his chest. So I have no option for the triangle. So what I'm gonna do is push the head, kick my leg over, and see how I triangle my legs. From here, I need to sit up, hug the hip, break his base, make sure this arm is wrapped around my thigh, hip up, and get the tap.
So let's go ahead and review the triangle from the MMA Lockdown first, and then after you get a few reps in, we're going to have the partner who's getting triangle to hide the arm under the thigh, forcing our opponent to go for the Omoplata. Let's do that for the next 5 minutes.
The timer is on for 5 minutes. Let's review our triangle from the MMA Lockdown. Then once we get a few reps in, our partner is going to defend the triangle, in which we will transition to the Omoplata.
And time. So before we move on to the last technique, we're going to actually review our arm drag from bottom guard.
So from here, we want to hip up and we want to grab one wrist,
and we just basically want this wrist or hand not touching our hip. So once we lift it up, we're going to reach our arm across and through the arm. We want to grab onto the tricep and pull. From here we can see the back, so we're going to hug the lat, open our guard, step, and pull our right leg out. Because we're coming from the inside, we already have the seatbelt. We already have the inside hook. So we're gonna get our seatbelt grip, roll onto your right shoulder, and here we have the back. Let's go this direction. Again, from here, basic arm drag. We want to control one wrist. From here, we want to shoot our arm through the armpit and grab the tricep. From here, we want to drag the arm across. A rule is if we can see the back, that means we can take the back. We're going to hug onto the, and latch onto the lat, open the guard, step up, and from here we're going to try to spin. Now we have our one hook, leg hook, seatbelt grip. Now we want to roll onto our right shoulder. And then we want to get our second hook in, and now we have the back. Let's go ahead and review our basic arm drag from guard for the next 5 minutes.
The timer is on for 5 minutes. Let's review our arm drag from bottom guard. This is a super basic technique, yet super effective.
And time. So finally, let's deal with the MMA Lockdown escape. So that's when our opponent circles the arm clockwise to escape.
So from here, I have overhook. I want to get on my side. Now look, my opponent is going to circle the arm. And he's going to escape. So, if I see that he circles the arm, I'm going to immediately wrap the arm again. This time, I'm going to try to use two hands to hold on to that overhook. So as he circles now, I'm going to squeeze tight, but he's going to eventually escape. As his arm, maybe lift your head up. As he is about to free his arm, this arm here is going to trap the tricep. And I'm going to pull, hug the back, open the guard, step, take the back. So we're going to actually bait our opponent. We're going to allow them to circle their arm clockwise, but we're going to try to catch a tricep and arm drag. So we circle, we have that nice tight. He circles, boom, I'm going to grab it again. This time I'm going to hold tighter, and I'm going to use two hands to control. Maybe lift your head up again. I'm going to use two hands to control. And as he's about to free his arm, look, this right arm is going to pass through, and I'm going to arm drag. Hug the back, step, take the back. From here, we're going to roll onto our right shoulder and take the back. Let's go one more time. And we have the overhook. Our opponent tries to circle out. If he gets free, we're going to wrap it again. This time we're going to use two hands to hug. As he's about to free his arm, look, we're going to shoot our arm through, grab the tricep, and we're going to pull through. This is called an arm drag. From here, we're going to grab the back, step, sit up, step again, and look, we're going to pull and take the back. Get our seatbelt grip and take the back.
Let's go ahead and try that out for 5 minutes.
The timer's on for 5 minutes. Let's get into our MMA lockdown. And as our partner circles their arm clockwise to free their arm, we're going to set up that arm drag to take the back.
And time, last part of class, we are going to do our live resistance training. One partner starts in the other partner's guard, looking to pass, and the person on the bottom is looking to submit, sweep, or stand back up.
The timer's on for 3 minutes. Let's look to pass the guard. Person on the bottom is looking to maintain guard, submit, sweep, or stand back up. And let's take a 30-second break.
Time. And now let's switch the roles.
The timer's on for 3 minutes. Let's switch roles. If you are on top, you are now playing bottom.
So I hope you enjoyed this class. BJJ is a game changer. If this class intrigued you, I highly recommend you check out my new monthly membership program below. If you're a pure striker or pure grappler or looking to transition to MMA, I have different plans to meet your needs.